There's a crisis on the rise, with lying being the issue. Our own supposed to be federal and local officers are hurting the relationship between the United States citizens and the government by taking advantage of their superior power. There has been many cases where the police officers have been found guilty in court of their actions, whether it was their reason to shoot or arresting a person. Without the innovative technology that we use today, the police officers would be off the hook, leaving innocent lives behind bars or dead.
Lying by omission is one form of lying that police officers have made use of when trying to falsely convict innocent people. Omission can be defined as a failure to do something, especially something that one has a moral or legal obligation to do. Harris similarly defines acts of omission as the good things we fail to do. An example of such lying was brought up in the text when Samaha mentions officers in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and San Antonio, Texas, and how they committed acts of omission when they failed to note in their statements that the suspect they fatally shot had their hands up in surrender. So the officers not only failed to comply to their legal obligation, but they also ignored doing good by being honest in the situation and accurately reporting what took place during the arrest.
When an individual is arrested for a crime that they were falsely accused of, the negative impact does not stop there. Those close to the victim are harmed in a chain reaction caused by their absence in others' lives. If the arrested individual is a father or mother, then his or her child will be without a role model in his or her life while the victim is incarcerated. Without this influence, the child will not learn the values and habits usually taught by a parent. This showcases the problematic effect of lying towards creating a healthy individual, and any unnecessary absence can be detrimental to the child's well-being. In addition, the lies also strain the relationship between police and civilians. According to Albert Samaha, videos have replaced police reports and testimony as the most credible version of events, proving time and time again, with increasing frequency, that police officers lie. With the use of cameras and other technology, there can now be no denying that law enforcers in positions of power use their pedestal to act above the very law and people they protect. As the number of officers exposed for their lies increases, the public's trust in them continues to deteriorate. With less and less credibility, the public's relationship towards cops is strained more and more.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Liu. In Samaha's article, Blue Lives Matter, it illustrates the effects of video footage contradicting officers' testimonies and contributes to the distrust against authority. Members of the law enforcement system are held to meet expectations of truthfulness. Being truthful means that we are honestly expressing how we perceive or feel about something, and telling the truth means we are accurately defining or describing the way things actually are. However, many police officers lie in court when they are expected to communicate honest reports. As Harris said on page 3 of his text Lying, there is a struggle to keep appearances and reality apart. Although police officers are required to convey the truth, some misuse their powers, which leads to the public to form distrust. Big lies leads to the public to be uncertain and conflicted about police officers. The assumption of police honesty has depleted as video evidence were introduced. Samaha states that videos has replaced police reports and testimonies as the most credible versions of events. Video evidence serves as a crucial deciding factor if an individual is innocent or not. In the case of Officer Nicholas M. Buckley versus Brandon Simpson, it shows that officers lied to retroactively justify their actions. Buckley completely fabricated the story about Simpson having a gun, and Simpson was charged for illegal firearm possession and sentenced to 10 years in federal prison. As Harris stated, people lie so that others will form beliefs that are not true, and when a person's well-being demands a correct understanding of the world or of others' opinions, the more consequential the lie. Luckily, surveillance footage founded showed a different story contradicting Buckley's statement and declared Simpson as innocent. Although officers sometimes honestly can't recall every detail, in this case the events was fabricated and could have been avoided if Buckley conveyed the truth immediately or did not confront Simpson to begin with. As Harris stated on page 2, endless forms of suffering and embarrassment could have been easily avoided by simply telling the truth. In addition, the reputations and credibility of police officers and criminal justice system wouldn't have been undermined. Officers' actions and arrests affects the victim's lives and freedoms. Without a correct testimony and credible evidence, restraints are placed on the individual as as some face sentences to prison. Blue Lives Matter strengthens Harris's ideas of lying and the truth as it demonstrates the effects on individuals and the outcome of truth and how the outcome of truth benefits those wrongly accused.
A major problem that police often ignore are the effects and consequences. As Harris believes, lies result in long-term consequences versus the truth, which results in short-term discomfort.
The first example stated in Blue Lives Matter is about a San Francisco police officer named Nicholas Buckley who came towards a group huddled because he thought they were gambling. The men dispersed and Officer Buckley came after a specific man who he claimed had a weapon. Simpson, the accused, faced 10 years in federal prison due to Officer Buckley's accusation. At the pretrial hearing, where Officer Buckley repeatedly lied about the incident, was proven wrong through video footage taken. The officer made an illegal search, beat him up with kicks and punches, then lied to later allow him to face prison time.
This is wrong in every way, morally and ethically. He allowed an innocent man to face prison time for nothing. If Officer Buckley stopped him, but after finding no weapon let him go, there would be no problems. He would face short-time discomfort for being wrong instead of lying to the courts and facing long-term guilt, while Simpson serves long-term prison.
In the article Blue Lives Matter by Albert Samaha, it clearly identifies prime examples of several cases of reported police officers who lied in court about incidents that occurred, as well as unwarranted executions. These false, untruthful accusations by police officers have caused innocent lives to be taken, as well as unnecessary jail time to be served. Videos have replaced reports and testimony as the most credible version of events, proving time and again with increasing frequency that officers lie. This is why the public finds it hard to have trust in the federal government due to nationwide police lies. Big lies have led many people to reflexively distrust those in positions of authority.